Wow, it's so weird to be up here again. I haven't done this in a long time. Well, you're not in the room like you used to be. Please give it up for the bassist tonight, Ross Garlow. Yay! Clap at home. It's the way to do it. On piano, Greg Goebel, and band leader tonight on the drums, Christopher Brown. For those of you who don't yet know me, and those of you who do, my name is Aaron Barnes, and I'm one of the owners of the 1905, and it's a pleasure to have this band here on our stage, and it's a pleasure to have you in our audience. I'm here to announce a new partnership we have forged with a new jazz organization called Upper Structure. And this is a partnership we believe will help us to provide the best possible jazz at the 1905 and help to improve the jazz scene in Portland, Oregon, supporting many, many facets of the jazz community. So it gives me a great deal of pleasure to introduce you to the founder of Upper Structure, Peter Blood.
Thank you, Aaron, and the 1905. It is a exciting moment, and we're humbled and honored to be here with such amazing players and icons of the jazz scene here. As Aaron mentioned, we are embarking on a new 501c3 organization to support the jazz art form, the connection, and the culture. We're also looking to support the history, education, and creation of the art form. We will focus on financial support and community outreach and honor it in every way that we can. And we're very excited to be here with this partnership with the 1905. And we're here with Chris Brown, and the Chris Brown Trio is even more exciting. And what we're looking to do is tonight embark on our inaugural mission here, but even continue further with different venues around town, and bring in lots of talent and actually support the musicians in their endeavor to make our lives more rich and fulfilling. So that's what Upper Structure is all about. It is, I'll pass the baton over here to Mr. Brown, but it's the top three notes of the chord. And so we're trying to be accessible, yet we're reaching for higher depths and higher stars at Upper Structure. So what we'd like to do tonight is introduce ourselves and also to give you the opportunity to donate on the screen. We're on Venmo or on PayPal, and you can also donate through the website. So without further ado, we won't keep you from the music. I'd like to pass it over to Mr. Brown here. He's a co-founder of Upper Structure and someone who needs no introduction, so one of the godfathers of the music form. So thank you and have a good night.
I think I'll actually, I'll make my remarks after this next song, because I kind of want to set it up. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, both within the world of jazz, as well as what's happening here at the 1905, as well as what's happening with our new nonprofit entitled Upper Structure. So I think to best sort of set up my future remarks, we'll go ahead and play this song, and then I'll do a little more talking. Thank you guys very much. That song was entitled Throwback. One more time, you've been listening to Ross Garlow on the bass, the great Greg Goebel on the piano. My name's Christopher Brown. So the reason why I wanted to start my remarks now on this, after this song, is for starters, I wrote that song back in, maybe 2010. I happened to be on an Eastern European tour, and I was out in Vienna. So I happened to have a couple days off, and so I stayed at the pianist, her loft with her and her boyfriend, and so they have something like 5 grand pianos, or like I guess maybe 2 grand pianos, 3 uprights. It was ridiculous how they got it on like the top floor of some 100-year-old apartment building. But anyway, the point being, while I was there, I was like, I'm surrounded by a bunch of old stuff, so I figured let me see if I can write something that makes me feel somewhat nostalgic. So that song was actually written in homage of all the great musicians that came out in the like I guess you say the 80s and the 90s. Which was considered the new Young Lion era, if you will. Actually, I think the first usage of this term, the Young Lions, kind of appeared in the early 80s, and the next generation happened to be in the 90s. And so a lot of the music that I was raised on, as well as our pianist Greg, is the music of that particular era. And so anyway, the point being is that I wrote this song because it made me feel nostalgic at the time. So this next song we're going to play for you is actually one of those songs that it absolutely is the core of how I hear music. This song's entitled Delphio's Dilemma, and this is off of Wynton Marsalis's 1985 Grammy Award-winning record entitled Black Codes from the Underground. Hope you guys dig it.
And a reminder that these musicians are working for your tips and your tips alone. So if you could find it in your hearts and in your wallets to throw a couple of dollars into one of the digital tip jars, it is literally how we are surviving these crazy times. But also, we want to give something back to you. So if you put in $20 or more to one of the digital tip jars, that will enter you in for a raffle to win a $100 gift certificate to the 1905. It's a lot of delicious pizza and cocktails, which you can enjoy on the patio that is open 7 days a week, 4 p.m. onwards on weekdays, 1 p.m. onwards on weekends. But also, if you just need to hang out for free, that is totally cool. A great free way to help out the stream is to smash that share button. Tag someone you know in the comments might dig these tunes. Spread the links around. It really helps with the visibility of this incredible music. And now, more music from the Chris Brown Trio.
Again, hello, there we are. Again, that was Wynton Marsalis's Delphio's Dilemma. Delphio, for those of you that might not know, or who might not be familiar with the influence of the Marsalis last name. There's Branford Marsalis, who's the oldest, and there's Wynton Marsalis, who's underneath him, who plays trumpet, and then underneath him is Delphio Marsalis, who's a fantastic trombonist, and then underneath that is another musician by the name of Jason Marsalis. He's about 2 weeks older than me. In fact, I think Jason's birthday should be coming up within the next week, but for whatever that's worth. Anyway, the point being is Delphio's Dilemma refers to Delphio, as in Delphio Marsalis. So go ahead, slow things down, and play a nice sultry song entitled The Way You Look Tonight. But this is a very cool arrangement done by Portland's very own Daryl Grant. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
a quick reminder that these musicians are working for your tips and your tips alone. So if you could find it in your hearts and in your wallets to throw a couple dollars into one of the digital tip jars, it is literally how we are surviving these crazy times. It makes a big difference for us. But also, we want to give something back to you. So if you put in $20 or more to one of the digital tip jars, that'll put you into a raffle for a $100 gift certificate to the 1905. That's a lot of delicious pizza and cocktails, which you can enjoy on the heated patio outdoors. It is socially distanced. It is safe. And it is open every weekday at 4 p.m. and every weekend from 1 p.m. onwards. But if you just need to hang out for free, that is totally cool. We are just glad you're here. Just make sure you smash that share button. It's a great free way to help out the stream. And also, in the comments, when you send in your thing, tell us who you're watching. It's always fun to see what people are checking out on the old stream. And now some more music from the Chris Brown Trio.
Thank you very much. Hopefully you guys are enjoying what you're hearing. What we got out here? Who was fancy?
Billy Edson down in the old,
Billy Edson.
in the old.
Melanie Hernandez, my wife. Sounds so beautiful. Thank you. Let's see. All right, so that last song was entitled TBC. What was that? Terminal Baggage Claim by the unfortunately late great Chick Corea. We just lost him recently. When did we? Was that a month ago? No, it might have been less than a month ago. I think maybe. Wow. Yeah, I think you're right. About maybe 2 weeks ago. I think we lost the late great Chick Corea, but unfortunately, we also lost this week someone who was near and dear to me, the late great Ralph Peterson Jr. He passed away on Monday. And for those of you that are not familiar who he is, just Google him, right? But he's one of those individuals that I think definitely flew under the mainstream radar for whatever set of reasons in regards to everyone's awareness of him. But, you know, when I think about like the history of modern jazz music, we're looking at there's a couple individuals since the 80s who have given a bunch of different instruments a different voice. So, for example, like obviously Chick Corea gave the piano another voice. Herbie Hancock has given the piano another voice. And so in regards from the 80s going up, there's a series of musicians who have been very influential in the way music sounds today that gave their respective instruments another voice. And one of those individuals happened to be a guy by the name of Ralph Peterson Jr., who happened to be my teacher back when I was in college, and unfortunately we lost him on Monday. And so, in fact, actually, if you guys happen to be following me online at all, if you go to my Instagram page, which is Couture of Music, I've got one of the cans so far, and it's me and another fantastic drummer by the name of Jerome Jennings. We both went to college together, but we both studied with Ralph Peterson. So the sort of agenda I have as of right now is to link up with as many people that have been peers of Ralph or people that were students of Ralph and have us all kind of share our takeaways from our time with him. You know, I feel like there was a lot of lessons that I didn't get that maybe other people got and vice versa. And so I figure if I get together with a bunch of people and we all kind of share what our takeaways are, we're all kind of able to sort of help each other fill in the gaps of perhaps what we didn't get from Ralph Peterson. And there's some fantastic insights that were shared by my man Jerome Jennings on the recent IG Live that I just got through doing. So if you guys, again, if you're not following me on Instagram, I'd encourage you to do so, because I'm going to see if I can reach out to like any and everyone who's a heavy hitter in this music to be able to give their testimonies about the late, great Ralph Peterson. So with that said, this next song I'm going to play for you is sort of in honor of him, and it's entitled Taking Time to Think, meaning he passed away at only 58. And in fact, I think him passing away and Chick Corea passing away, and then of course the pandemic and everyone else who's significant in the world who's also passed away since the inception of the pandemic, I think is something that has made us all has forced us all to have to take time to think about how we're perhaps stewarding our time while we're on this earth. And so just kind of want to put that seed or thought in your head as you're listening to this song. So this song is entitled Taking Time to Think.
Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Goebel on piano, Ross Garlow on bass, Christopher Brown on the drums. A reminder that these musicians are working for your tips and your tips alone, so if you could find it in your hearts and in your wallets to throw a couple dollars into one of the old digital tip jars, it is literally how we are surviving. But also, we want to give something back to you, so if you put in $20 or more, that'll enter you in for a chance to win a $100 gift certificate to the 1905, which is a lot of delicious pizza and cocktails, which you can enjoy on their patio, which is open every day of the week, 4 p.m. onwards on weekdays, 1 p.m. onwards on weekends. But also, if you just need to hang out for free, that is totally cool. Just make sure to smash that share button. Tag someone in the comments you know might dig these tunes. Send the links around. It really helps with the visibility of this incredible music. And now more music from the Chris Brown Trio.
So this next song, it's funny. So normally we would do like 2 sets if there was a live audience here. So we're still going to do 2. I've got the songs curated in regards to like 2 set chunks. And so we'll assume this is the end of this first set.
Perfect.
And then 2 seconds later, we're going to start the second set. But this last song of this set, it was written by a young pianist by the name of Alex Collins, fantastic piano player. We both are kind of students of Ralph Peterson, to be honest with you. And this is actually one of his songs, and it's entitled Your Prerogative. But I only put that after the last song because that's kind of how Ralph was. He was a dude that lived life on his own terms. And it was very cool to watch how that could play out. You know, like oftentimes especially when you're a kid and you're growing up, you're just kind of really told what to do. And so you're like, I wonder what it looks like to be an assertive human being, right? And so when I first met Ralph Peterson, I was like, oh, that's what that looks like. That's how you can be no matter where. Like I would see Ralph in like a multitude of environments, and he was always the same no matter where you went, which was funny, loud, and sometimes stubborn. But he was always consistent, and so that's something I always appreciate about Ralph. So this next song, again, is a nod to Ralph Peterson, and this is entitled Your Prerogative. Thank you very much again. That was your prerogative, and that concludes the first set. Thank you very much, Monkey Man. Don't worry, we got definitely some more music for you. Figure go ahead and can we scroll through these comments here? I only see like 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you guys able to scroll through just so I can see what more people are saying? Usually at this time, this is when I would get off the stage and try to introduce myself to as many people as possible. But obviously, we're not there, or that's not our situation. So I'm going to see if I can scroll through to reply to some of the things that people maybe have said. We can't do that. All right, well, at least try it. It's fine. Anyway, here's another Alex Collins song entitled "Sophisticated Mama" for all you sophisticated ladies out here on a sultry Friday night. Thank you very much. That was a little bit of Sophisticated Mama. We're going to play a new song for you that we've actually never played before because I just wrote it 2 days ago, I guess. Sent it to the guys. So we'll see how this goes. It should be fine. I mean, these guys are awesome musicians. So that's one of the great things about being able to play with people at such high levels as these cats is I can just write something and give it to them, and we'll go, let's see what happens. But I know that there's a particular threshold that I know that it will never go below, which is awesome because it means everything is upside from there. So it's like, to me, I'm really big about not necessarily caring about having a perfect ceiling, but rather having a perfect base floor. And so these guys absolutely have the foundations covered, which is really awesome because then it allows me the latitude to really throw almost a kitchen sink at these guys and know that they're going to really make something pretty special out of it. So this next song is entitled Made You Look. Just like we rehearsed. Oh, man, these guys are so good. Greg Goebel on the piano one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for him. Yes. My man Ross Garlow holding down the low end. So this next song, in fact, speaking of Chick Corea, this next song is actually an old, great Chick Corea song entitled Inner Space. By the way, that pizza in here smells fantastic. So whether or not you end up winning this the raffle or not, I would definitely encourage you guys to come down just for the pizza alone. So I just thought I'd go ahead and make that little plug.
Woo, the comment section was feeling that, guys. Paul Ward shouting everybody out. Joseph Williski says, I needed this today. Thank you to Greg and the rest of the bandmates for bringing the tunes. A reminder that if you haven't been enjoying this music and want to support these musicians, throw some money in a tip jar. We've got the payment links on screen. It's going to a new 501c3 called Upper Structure that has the purpose of supporting jazz music and education here in the Pacific Northwest. So that all that money is going directly to the musicians. That is how we are surviving these crazy times. But also, if you put in $20 or more into one of the digital tip jars, it'll enter you in for a raffle for a $100 gift certificate to the 1905. That's a lot of delicious pizza. But also, if you just need to hang out for free, that is totally cool. Just remember to smash that share button, tag some folks in the comments, spread the links around. Really helps the visibility of this incredible music by the Chris Brown Trio. What do we got coming up next, Chris?
We got a little funky joint entitled Tell Me a Bedtime Story.
Tell me a bedtime story. Dig it.
Thank you very much. Again, that was Herbie Hancock's Tell Me a Bedtime Story. Let's see, I'm looking at the time here. Let's, you know what? Let's do In the Red. In the Red's a fantastic song that our very own pianist Greg Goebel wrote. This is off of his latest record entitled Rainy City. You can find it on all the streaming platforms. And so this is entitled In the Red.
Woo! Man, if that ain't worth $20, I do not know what is. Greg
Thank
Goebel.
you very much.
Damn. On the piano.
Yes,
Chris Brown
one more
on the
time, the
drums.
fantastic Greg Goebel on the piano, Mr. Ross Garlow on the bass, and yours truly, Christopher Brown. And we certainly appreciate 1905 for giving us this fantastic venue, as well as the fantastic Left Door streaming, which without them, none of this is possible. So we definitely are appreciative of that. You got any last remarks for them?
Oh, just a reminder that the only way these gentlemen are paid is if you throw some money in a tip jar. So make sure to throw some dollars in there. And, of course, $20 or more gets you a chance to win a $100 gift certificate to the wonderful 1905. And, you know, smash that share button. Tell all the folks. Also... the last four. Wait, what? Oh, which one is 1935? 9059 or 1935 for the Venmo donations if they're asking for the last four of the phone number. And we'll have that in the future. We can have that on the thing. But also, I think those are the last remarks. Awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.